Greetings, friends. Today, we dive into the wild world of language. The challenge: 24 hours to learn both Urdu and Hindi. Yes, just one day to absorb the essence of these fascinating languages. But why this challenge, you ask? Why 24 hours? Well, why not? Time, my dear viewers, is just an illusion, a fleeting concept, much like the boundaries we set on what we can achieve. So the mission is simple: grasp these languages and face an AI exam in both, by the end of it, a test of endurance, speed, and mental elasticity. Now, before we plunge onto the rich pool of words and sounds, we must first tackle the foundations, the alphabets. Urdu uses the Arabic script, intricate, flowing. Hindi, on the other hand, boasts the Devanagari alphabet with its sharp, angular elegance. We'll learn how to trace these characters from right to the left and top to bottom until they're embedded in our muscle memory. Writing is the gateway to understanding pronunciation, the bridge that connects us to the every heart of these languages. आप कैसे हैं? मेरा नाम कौन है? शुक्रिया, खुदा हाफिज. Now, here comes the fun part. After all, communication is the key to unlocking worlds. In both languages, we'll master the essentials: greetings, pleasantries, simple phrases that serve as the foundation. Hello, how are you? Thank you, things we take for granted in our everyday life. But here is the twist. We'll inject a bit of cultural nuance onto the phrase, looking deeper at the context in which there uses. Language is not just words. It's a culture, a way of thinking. आपका नाम क्या है? मैं ठीक हूँ. आप कहाँ से हैं? ये क्या है? बराई कराम. Next up, numbers, the building blocks of so many exchanges. Whether it's buying a cup of tea or calculating the cost of endless books, numbers are universal, but the way they are expressed in Urdu and Hindi, a whole different story. We'll speed through their pronunciation and symbols, making sure they stick to our tongues and minds like glue. And yes, there is an interesting little tidbit. Both languages are the very concept of continuing are rooted in ancient history, in mathematics, in the cosmos. Yes, I said the cosmos. आप कैसे मदद कर सकते हैं? क्या आप मुझे समझते हैं? मैं उर्दू सीख रहा हूँ. आपका दिन कैसा गुजरा? मेरे साथ चलिए. Now, let's dig into the grammar. A little more challenging, yes, but not impossible. How do we construct sentences from questions, convey meaning, the word order, the tenses, the nuances, they all form the backbone of communication. It's like solving a puzzle, each piece falling into place, and in doing so, we uncover the secrets of structure. Just like when we look at the chemical reaction, a small shift in one atomic can create an entirely new compound. So too can a slight tweak in word order change the meaning of a sentence. आप कहाँ जा रहे हैं? क्या आप कुछ कहाएंगे? आपका पसंदीदा रंग क्या है? मैं तुमसे बात करना चाहता हूँ. आपको किस चीज की जरूरत है? Here's the rubber meets the road, meaning reading. We'll tackle short texts, simple dialogues. It's time to put everything together. With each word to read, we unlock a new layer of understanding of people, of culture, of history. We'll use our grammar knowledge, our vocabulary, and slowly start seeing the language in action. It's like decoding a encryption message from the past. Each sentence is a clue. Can you feel it? मैं उर्दू की घारियों में मैं गोता लगाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. ज़बान का यह रंगीन रिश्ता एक नया जहान का दरवाजा खोलता है. आदब की किताबें जो हमारी सोच को नए बुलंदियों तक ले जाती है, दिल को सुकून देती है. तुम्हारे लफ्ज़ों में एक लाजवाब सी आगाज़त है जो दिल को महसूस कर देती है. मेरी जिंदगी में उर्दू की अहमियत एक धार की तरह है जो मुसलसल बढ़ती रहती है. And finally, we arrived at the poetic soul of language, poetry, Urdu and Hindi. Both these languages are rich in the arts, step in the beauty of expression. We'll immerse ourselves in some ionic verses, recite them aloud, and let the rhythm and the melody shape our pronunciation. Poetry is not merely about words. It's about conveying emotions, painting structures, painting pictures with sounds, creating symphonies with syllables. And trust me, if you can understand poetry, you can understand every heart of the language itself. तेरी खामोशियों में के राज छुपे हैं, तेरी लहरों में कुदरत के आशार सुनाई देते हैं. दिल में तमन्ना है कि ये सफर खत्म न हो. हर कदम पर नए जहां, नए हकीकत मिलन। शायरी वो आवाज है जो दिल की गहराइयों से उठती है, जैसे इकबाल का पैगाम जो हर फर्द में जिंदगी की रोशनी बनकर चमकता है। जिंदगी में उर्दू का रंग, हर लफ्ज की बूंद में बेशुमार कहानियां और हर बूंद में एक नया फलसफा, एक नया जहान बसने की ख्वाहिश है। So here we are, starting with the basics, moving through the complexities and ultimately seeing the world through the lens of these languages. It's an incredible journey, one that challenges both your mind and your perception. Are you ready to dive in, to bend the very fabric of language to your will? Because in just 24 hours, we will transform the way we think, we speak, and maybe even the way we see the world. Let's begin. Alright, let's dive in. Right now, my brain feels like a storm is raging within it. Urdu and Hindi, each one a language from a completely different universe. And these languages, every new word, every new rule, it sparks an explosion in my mind. At first, everything is chaotic. My brain has to fight. My brain has to fight to accept these new structures. Take the word aga, or for instance, seems simple, right? But in my mind, it's like an alarm goes off, because aga, it's not just a word. It's opening a gateway to a whole new stream of my thought. This word forces restructuring of my mental framework, and it's not just about language. No, it's pushing the limit of my own brain. At first, all this confusing feels like a bizarre, chaotic sensation. Sometimes I feel as my brain is simultaneously learning Hindi on one side, Urdu on the other side, creating parallel thoughts flows in my mind. Every new word is like a step, a transformation in the resolution of language. Getting the word order right, it's reshaping the syntax in my brain. Normally, my brain would work on autopilot, but with every new word, I open a new space in my mind. Yeah, I open a new space in my mind. Yeah, but here is the thing, this fatigue, it's actually like the evolution of my brain. Every new word creates a stroke in my brain, small but impactful burst. It's opening doors to parts of my mind that have ever been touched before. How can I explain this to you? Language isn't just communication. Language pushes the boundaries of our brains. Taviz, azad, shukriya, these words, each one like a key unlocking a new world within me. And everything seems to be happening faster now. My brain's language processing centers are like stocks in the market, rising the falling in a flash. Learning a language isn't just a mental effort, it's an unconsciousness experience. Every burst creates new connections. Old pathways fade and new ones are built in their place. This creates a process of mental intensification every day. My brain grows stronger, more flexible. But here is the fascinating part. Every bit of fatigue, every obstacle is just another step forward, another deep to explore. These moments, they show me what real learning feels like. The linguistic bursts in my brain. Each new word, each new sentence. Language isn't just a tool of communication, it's a force, a beginning that challenges every capacity of our minds. And that's why learning a language is part of a mental evolution. It's like creating a new chemical reaction. Sometimes it explodes, sometimes it aligns in harmony. I am deep in the labyrinth of thought. You see, it's not just about stringing sentences together anymore. No, it's about constructing reality itself, building connections where others only see chaos. I'm using mnemonics, yes, but not in the usual way. This isn't just recalling an image or fact. It's about recalling a new mental experience, pairing sounds with images, with smells, with moments. Each word I speak in an echo of an experience, a snapshot of life in motion, and I see it vividly in my mind's eye. Live it, breathe it, almost taste it. But here is the twist, the pain. It's not just a headache. No, it's more than that. It's a storm inside my head. It starts slow, like a dull pressure behind my eyes, but then it intensifies like a surge of electricity, as though my mind is short-circuiting. Every thought sends out pulses of energy, every neuron firing in an overload. It's as if my mind is the storm and my body is the lightning rod. The wires of my brain are buzzing, sparkling, burning. This isn't just brain fog. This is is something else entirely alive, and I can't just sit back and accept it. I work with it. I have finished the grammatical tenses, done, the key points reviewed. But here is the thing, when you push your mind to these limits, it's no longer just about understanding. You're not just learning words, you are transforming yourself. You became the thoughts, you live the idea. This isn't learning, it's becoming. Now I'm stepping into the realm of literature and poetry. Why? Because these words, they are not just words anymore. They are vessels of existence, channels to explore dimensions beyond the surface. Then I write. I don't just craft sentences. I explore life itself. I write, read, reread. These words are no longer just a string of symbols. They are me. And the final, after all the mental wrestling, the mind-bending agony, I'm going to face an AI. Not just an AI. Mind you, a competitor in a knowledge battle. Can my human mind, shaped by centuries of evolution without a cold calculating machine? It's not about the facts. It's about the essence of knowing. What does it mean to understand in the age of machines? Is this no mere quiz? It's a crash of minds, and I'm here for it. As my mind twists and whistles, feeding me endless idea, constructions, new paths to explore, I wonder, maybe this pain, this mental overload is the price of transcendence, the price of understanding the universe thought, a single thought, the price of pushing the boundaries of human knowledge until there are no boundaries left.
Welcome, Kylian Bey. Today, we're starting a fun and engaging quiz competition with you. Are you ready? I'm sure this will be a very exciting and educational journey. Let's begin. Question 1. Here's the first question. हिंदुस्तान का सबसे मशहूर कौन सा है?
हिंदुस्तान का सबसे मशहूर अदब गालिब और इकबाल की शायरी पर मबनी है, जो उर्दू अदब का हिस्सा है। उनकी शायरी की गहराई और फिक्र इंफरादियत ने उर्दू को एक आलमी ज़बान के तौर पर मुतरफ कराया। गालिब की शायरी में इंसानी फिक्रत के पेचीदे पहलुओं की झलक नजर आती है, जबकि इकबाल ने फलसफा, रूहानियत और कौमी अज़मत के ख्यालात को उर्दू शायरी में पेश किया।
Question 2. Now on to the second question. भारत की सबसे बड़ी ज़बान कौन सी है?
भारत की सबसे बड़ी ज़बान हिंदी है, जो अवामी सतह पर सबसे ज़्यादा बोली जाती है। हिंदी न सिर्फ भारत की सरकारी ज़बान है, बल्कि यह अवामी ज़िंदगी के हर पहलू में गहराई से जुड़ चुकी है। दरअसल हिंदी के पस मंज़र में एक ज़बान की सदा तशरीह नहीं है, बल्कि यह एक ज़बान का इर्तिका है जो हज़ारों साल की तारीख की गवाह है।
Question 3. Moving on to question 3, this one might be a bit more intriguing. क्या आप जानते हैं कि उर्दू ज़बान का सबसे कदीम कलाम कौन सा है?
उर्दू के सबसे कदीम कलाम गालिब की शायरी को माना जाता है, जो उर्दू अदब के संग मिलने की हिस्सियत रखता है। गालिब ने अपना शायरी में न सिर्फ मोहब्बत और दर्द की दास्तानें सुनाई, बल्कि उन्होंने फ़लसफ़ियाना सोच और इंसानी वजूद के राज़ों पर भी सवालात उठाए। उनकी शायरी के असरात आज भी उर्दू अदब पर गालिब है।
Question 4. And finally, here's the last question. भारत में उर्दू का सबसे मशहूर शहर कौन सा है?
भारत में उर्दू के सबसे मशहूर शहर दिल्ली है, जहां उर्दू ज़बान की बादी तारीख है और शायरी की महफिल भी बर्पा होती है। दिल्ली के तारीख़ी मंजर और उसके शायरी विरसे ने उर्दू को आलिम सतह पर पहचान दी है, और यहाँ की महफिल में सच्चाई और फिक्र की जुस्तजू नजर आती है।
This was such a fantastic quiz. I think we should do this more often. Competing with Kylian Bey is always a pleasure. Stay tuned for more fun quizzes with us.